Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Patriots going up against the Jets. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We're standing by as our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Quan Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darren Lee in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. It's caught. Shepard. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him through the flag. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run the counter now on first down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On is Josh Lambeau for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets take possession.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. He'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it's third down. Third down, still 14 yards left.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kick.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught, Shepard. A good pickup there, a 22.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah. That's going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Ultimately, that did not work out for the offense, but they have to feel pretty good about the play overall. They were so close to having that thing pop for the yardage they needed, but instead, they actually lost yardage on that one.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 1:05 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The one running back is Gurley. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He'll look to throw. Gronkowski the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
So the Patriots coming out now, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Garoppolo looks to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cut back to the left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They slot Gronkowski outright.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The one running back is Gurley. He's going to get the football. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriots, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 30 yards. They come up in an offset eye. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at point.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup. That's good for a Jets first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. 20! And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
To throw is Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York sent to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'd be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
On first down, Garoppolo. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here we go. 3, 9, 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Gone. Left right now. Look at 56. Here we go. Green, 39.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one taken from the 7. And New York set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones up to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. Green 30. No. Check. Patriot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So out now come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now let's go. Blue, landed. Detroit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now check. Patriot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, Detroit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Stays on his feet, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Gun. Leopard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. He juked him. Still on his feet. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Pats, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Browns going up against the Jaguars. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone. first and 10. Here's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. On third and long, it's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Taking on the midfield logo. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action. Now Kessler. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Kessler now on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gary Barnage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Bortles to throw on second down. He finds Hearns left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Now Bortles to try again after the pick six. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. He'll take this inside the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnidge can play.
Here's Kessler to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Demario Davis there on the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
2nd down following the run. They will run again with with Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They come out here in the I. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Bortles to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Play action. Kessler going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 76 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And his kick is good. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
It's caught right side. It turns. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now let's go. That's in there, Barney. Back there, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. And Barnage has it on the right side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 3-19.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Kessler. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Over. All right, here we go. Good job.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He only needed a few inches. He didn't even get that. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. From the gun, it's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Kessler. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there at 22.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Play action. Now Kessler. He's got time in the pocket, and he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Kessler on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Kessler now on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Braxton Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
4 down.
A final shot before half for Bortles. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Kessler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. That'll bring up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting through. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Miller in motion right. Throwing now, Kessler on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Second and 10 now. Kessler once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Now, check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
From the gun on third down, Kessler. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, first down, here's Kessler. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's second down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
All right, here we go.
Throwing is Kessler on third down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Got his left. Alert. 3 down.
Bortles now on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they could line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Here we go. Green 90.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Here we go. Green, nice. Ace.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
This is our time. This is our time right here. Ready. Green, 90.
Bortles to throw on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
There we go now. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. To throw is Bortles. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. On second down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. Third down here. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On third and long, it's Bortles. That is caught inside the 5. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run it with Coleman. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
On second down, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken around the 12. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Hey, tight left, tight his left. We got three down. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
Bortles now on first down. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready. Green. 39.
Now Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Green. 38. 58. Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
Now Bortles got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. Gone.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
All right, here we go.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Being chased out left. And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And now out come the Jags. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Green with a catch left side. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round. Left, left, cross on. Right, left, 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 left.
From midfield, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Throwing is Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go. Blue 45.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Meanwhile,